Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. My name is Man, and I am here with something that was not originally planned, but I decided to go ahead and upload it for you guys. And this is our first 2018 Wi-Fi battle on the channel. This is an OU Wi-Fi battle. We did do it at level 50, but it is not like our league matches or anything like that. It's just a casual Wi-Fi battle that I found off of Facebook. There was a guy in a group for Pokemon that was looking for a Wi-Fi battle, and if you did win, you did get a prize for it. So I was like, hey, why not? You know, I'd like to do Wi-Fi battles, so why not? So I went ahead and took him up on his offer, did the Wi-Fi battle, and then I asked him after the battle if it'd be okay if I uploaded the game, and he's like, yeah, that's fine. So we are here with the Wi-Fi battle from the Facebook page that was not intended but is live on the channel. There is a comment question of the day, and the comment question of the day today is, what is your favorite pastime? For me, I have a couple different pastimes. My favorite pastime has to be probably watching YouTube, or doing these videos for you guys, or playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, which is on my screen, or just playing video games in general. But dominantly I enjoy watching YouTube and making YouTube content. But let me know down below what you guys do for your favorite pastimes. But yeah, with that said, let's go ahead and jump on in to the team preview. On our side, we have a Jolteon. Most of these mons are one of my league mons, so there's not really like I know what set these are or anything like that. These are just probably just like league mons that I've used in past leagues that I've kept. Jolteon, Crobat, Vaporeon, and Alakazam are definitely league mons, I believe. Jolteon, I don't know the set for it. I think it's like almost max speed, some HP. It's like I think it was like offensive life orb. Mega Alakazam, Crobat, defensive Vaporeon, probably mixed defensive, Dragonium Z with Haxorus, and then probably physically defensive Ferrothorn. Physical defensive Ferrothorn is actually not one of my league mons. It's just a casual mon that I've had, and Haxorus is the same, one of those mons that I've had. On my opponent's side, we see Gyarados, which looks to be Mega, Aurora Veil, Ninetales most likely, lead on the Skarmory for Stealth Rocks, probably Electric Seed Hawlucha, Multi-Scale Offensive Dragonite, and then Tapu Koko to provide the Electric Seed. Tapu Koko could be Life Orb, could be choiced in some fashion, but I couldn't tell you exactly what it is. But Jolteon helps me with Koko. I get an electric boost with Thunderbolt because I'm on the ground, but he also gets his Electric Seed. But looking at leads, as I said, Skarmory was probably his lead. Excuse the interruption from YouTube. Give me a minute to get rid of that, and we can jump on in. Sorry about that. But anyway, so looking at leads, I thought, hey, he has a Skarmory. He's probably going to hazard stack me, so I need to attack that thing. So my Jolteon is my lead, and on Patrick's side, Patrick is our opponent, by the way. His name is Patty. It's Patrick. Don't know what his last name is because I don't remember. But yeah, Patty is our opponent, and I'm going to lead Jolteon. He leads Skarmory because I figured his hazard stacking, and I think that was his intention with this anyway. So with that said, Pokemon trainer Patty is challenging us. This is Giovanni's soundtrack in the background, by the way. We lead with Kyrian, our Jolteon, as he goes ahead and he leads with his Gyarados, actually. I think he led Gyarados in the intention of setting up and sweeping immediately. So red Gyarados is nice. Jolteon, actually, it is a lot of speed, not a lot of speed, but a lot of bulk, or a decent chunk of bulk. So he goes to Dragonite, predicting my electric type move because he can take it. And I just Volt Switch out because I was like, I'm sitting in front of a Gyarados, right? So why not Volt Switch out? I do take Life Orb, so I was right about my set for Jolteon. And I'm going to go into Vaporeon because I'm physically defensive and I can chew the hit. I have leftovers to back me up as well. And he's just going to Dragon Dance up. Okay, so here's my thought process. I can Ice Beam him right now, right? I can Ice Beam him right now as he Dragon Dances and potentially pop a multi-scale, and then also pop his weakness policy if he ends up having weakness policy on him. And I decided to actually Toxic him because this is one of my defensive Vaporeons with like Scald, Ice Beam, Toxic, and another move that I can't remember. But I decided to go ahead and fire off a Toxic to try to break the multi-skill as he Dragon Dances in front of me. I'm going to go ahead and Toxic like I said. And luckily he is not Lumberry. He's just casual. However, looking at this in hindsight, his multi-scale was already broken because I had fired off the Volt Switch on him. So I could have just fired an Ice Beam in his face and been good. But hindsight's 2020, I suppose. He's going to take poison damage. Then he's going to go ahead and Dragon Claw me at +1. I am going to live, but that's going to do a lot of damage. Because I'm guessing I was more especially defensive that week. Ice Beam is going to knock out Dragonite because the multi-skill is broken. So I don't have to worry about weakness policy or anything like that. I'm going to go ahead and take Leftovers Recovery because I am Leftovers. He goes to Ninetales. And Aurora Veil Ninetales is a thing. So he's going to go ahead and get up his Snow. And I'm just going to go ahead and fire off a Toxic as he goes ahead and fires a Freeze Dry at me. And Freeze Dry a little Ninetales is not something I've seen all too often. But I am able to live on 4. And at that moment, in my mind, I was like, Vaporeon, you are a legend. Because I'm going to get the Toxic off on this thing. And wear it down so that it can't sit here and keep Aurora Veiling in front of me. So, I'm able to live on 4 and get the Toxic off, which is absolutely beautiful. He takes Hail. Vaporeon takes Hail and is dead, but Vaporeon has done its job. Toxic damage hits. I'm going to go into... Oh, come on. Into Ferrothorn because I was like... there's not really much else I can switch in. And this thing is a good switch in anyway because I'm physically defensive and can Gyro Ball this thing into the face. So he's going to go ahead and get up his Aurora Veil. As I believe I clicked Rocks here. Because looking at his team, the Rocks are helpful. Especially on things like Mega Gyarados coming in later on this game. And the little Ninetales, if it switches out, will also not appreciate Rocks all that much. So, he takes poison damage, and I just fire up the cleanest Gyro Ball as he lands a 55% Hypnosis. He lands Hypnosis, and I'm just like, okay, this is the game we're playing? Fine. I'm going to stay asleep. By the way, Stay In is actually one of my league ones that I didn't realize. This physical defensive, it is one of my league Ferrothorns that I didn't realize. Because I remember that name. He's actually going to switch out, fearing the... he's going to switch out fearing the Gyro Ball, and I'm actually, and the other reason is because he's like, well, he's asleep, right? So I can just Stealth Rock and Spike in front of him for free. But, unfortunately for my opponent, I do wake up and fire off the Gyro Ball. Because it's Skarmory, it's not going to do anything at all. Skarmory's going to take Hail from his own side. I'm going to take Hail. Skarmory is faster than me, as it turns out, because he gets leftovers first. So Skarmory is going to trade rocks with me. I've already got my rocks up. He's going to go ahead and put up his as well. And I'm just going to knock off his item, his leftovers, because those leftovers are really annoying, and he's already broken sturdy. So I want to keep him as, like, low as possible so that he can't... I want to mitigate as much recovery as I can. So I'm going to go ahead and knock off his leftovers, which is fine. Skarmory is going to spike in front of me once. And I'm going to click knock off again because I don't really have anything else to click. And I also kind of figured why not switch out, right? So I'm like, okay, I can't do anything else. So I'm going to switch out into Jolteon, which is Kyurem. Come on. Jolteon is going to take the spikes and the Stealth Rocks, and he's going to predict my switch and Whirlwind me out. And I'm like, oh, well, crud. In Alakazam, which has some HP EVs to it, apparently. Excuse that, by the way. I want to apologize for the lag, because I don't know what it is that's doing this, but it's laggy sometimes. I do want to apologize, but I do switch into Alakazam here. I am Magic Guard Alakazam, so the Stealth Rocks and the Spikes and all that crap isn't going to bug me too much. I'm actually going to Mega Evolve here, and I'm going to go ahead and fire off, I believe, I don't remember what I fired off, but we're going to Mega Evolve right here. Alakazam is going to react to my Keystone, and I'm going to go ahead and Mega Evolve. Into Mega Alakazam. Mega Alakazam will start Magic Guard into Trace, which will then trace his Sturdy, which means I have a Sturdy Alakazam. I'm going to go ahead and fire off Hidden Power Fire, as it turns out. This is Hidden Power Fire, but I'm not max special attack, probably. So I'm not able to kill him. This was more of like a speedy, like, I don't know. I wasn't able to kill him. I figured, oh, you know what? Actually, update. I know why I didn't kill him. Blah, blah, sorry. I know why I couldn't kill him. Because the Aurora Veil is still in play. As you'll find out on this turn, I'm not able to kill the Skarmory either, because the Aurora Veil. He's gonna get the chance to roost up. I'm like, okay, well, I can Hidden Power Fire again and get you. Because Aurora Veil does, in fact, vanish. Hidden Power Fire goes off. And I am able to claim the Skarmory on the next turn. And then he's going to go to Ninetales, put the Hail up to break my Sturdy. Take the Rocks, which are pivotal here. And I'm going to go ahead and fire up Hidden Power Fire, because at this range, he is going to die to a max special attack Alakazam. So I'm going to fire off Hidden Power Fire and claim the Alolan Ninetales as well. He's going to smack me with Hail, and I'm going to break my Sturdy, which is fine, into Gyarados. And I was like, this could be Mega Gyarados, but I'm not sure. He's going to take Stealth Rocks, intimidate me, as if that matters. I'm going to anticipate the Mega Evolution. Right here on this turn, I was a 50-50. I could either click Psychic or Focus Blast, because I did have Focus Blast on here. I would have had Psychic, Shadow Ball, Hidden Power Fire, and Focus Blast. So those were my 4 moves on this set. And I could have clicked Psychic here, and I was like, by team composition, that has to be Mega Gyarados. So anticipating Mega Gyarados, I am going to click Focus Blast here and catch him as he does Mega Evolve in front of me to try to waterfall me into death, because Alakazam is a frail, offensively paper-thin Mega. He's going to break the mold, which will negate my Sturdy as if that was already negated. Focus Blast is going to hit, and Gyarados is going to get fried. Gyarados dies. I take more Hail. And then he goes to Tapu Koko. I'm like, okay. He takes Stealth Rocks. The Electric Surge is going to kick up. Tapu Koko is going to Protect to scout out what I want to do. I don't necessarily agree with the Protect there, because you're burning your own terrain, but whatever. Psychic is going to come off because that's the hardest hitting move I have. He's going to take Hail. I guess he wanted to give me more Hail damage. I don't know. I'm going to take more Hail. He is Choice Scarfed Tapu Koko, by the way. Either that or I'm not max speed and I'm modest. I don't remember. But he's looking more Choice Scarf physical. He takes the Recoil. He takes the Hail. And I go to Jolteon because I'm like, okay, well, you have freaking Wild Charge, and I have Lightning. I have Volt Absorb, so we're good. I take all the damage. Actually, he's not Scarfed. What am I talking about? He clicked Protect, and then he clicked Wild Charge. What am I talking about? I don't know what item he is. But he is physical. It looks like Protect with Wild Charge. I'm going to fire off Thunderbolt because Terrain Boosted Thunderbolt is going to be beautiful. Hail stops, which is nice. He's going to switch out Tapu Koko to give his Hawlucha the chance to try and sweep. Unfortunately, all I needed to do was click Thunderbolt anyway. He takes Rocks. The Electric Seed does pop because it is the last turn of the terrain. Unfortunately for him, he gets a defense boost rather than a special defense boost. If he got a special defense boost, he might have lived, but he's not going to live. Halucha dies. I take a life orb. And then he goes Tapu Koko here. Takes more stealth rocks. And then he clicks Wild Charge while I have Volt Absorb. I guess he thought I didn't have Volt Absorb and that I had a different ability, but I don't know. I'm able to fire off Thunderbolt, and because of the electric terrain, I am going to pick up the kill and win the game 4-0. I'm going to take Life Orb, but we do defeat Patty. It was a good game. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it, as I enjoyed bringing it to you guys. And yeah, let me know down below what your favorite pastime is, but I think that's it. I will see you guys again in our next video. Until then, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, be sure to leave a like. And until the next one, I'm out of here, y'all. Bye.